From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
I breathe an incredible cocktail of many people's feces outside of my door.
Residents in Four Corners say the air coming from a nearby water and sewer district smells so horrible that it's impacting their quality of life. I'm Jolie Slee, and I'll tell you what the Four Corners Water and Sewer District says they're doing to mitigate the smelly situation.
First there was Iowa, then there was New Hampshire. Both presidential contests now in the books. Now the question is, how long will this primary season actually go?
I'm Megan Thompson here in Wisdom, and coming right up, I'll introduce you to some participants and the organizers of the skijoring event that takes place annually in the Big Hole Valley.
Alrighty, it is 6:30 on this Wednesday edition of Montana This Morning. Jay McDonald and Matt Elwell with you. Well, with skijoring, one thing they gotta have is some snow.
Yeah,
Matt,
it's been lacking. And the longer term forecast, we do show signs of seeing some moisture. I'm going to talk about that coming up. But in the near term, it's a little disturbing. Yeah. So early morning temperatures into the 20s and teens. This is not too bad for the first part of the morning. Looks like a little patchy fog as we're starting things out. Our snow chance is really not picking up until the overnight into the mountains, and then we'll see that flow over into a few valleys by Thursday afternoon and evening. Temperatures into the 30s. Pleasant conditions again today with temperatures continuing to climb 5 to 7 degrees above average. I'm going to talk more about the timing, what to expect. That's coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. Now, an elderly woman died in a flashover fire at a residence in Butte yesterday afternoon. The Butte Fire Department was called to a residence at Placer and Chula Street just before 2 o'clock in the afternoon and found the victim inside the home. Investigators suspect an oxygen tank inside the home ignited. The interior of the home was heavily damaged by the sudden flash of fire that quickly went out. There was no damage to the exterior of the home. And the woman arrested for the killing of her fiance following a Christmas party now faces murder charges. In court Tuesday, Marley Ndumi pleaded not guilty to negligent homicide and is currently out on a $50,000 bond. Originally, she was charged with criminal endangerment because at the time of her arrest, her fiance was still alive in the hospital. In new charging documents, we learned that her fiance died on December 21st. Charging documents say Ndomi told the detective that following a party where she and her boyfriend were both drinking, the victim became argumentative and things escalated. Ndomi says her fiance pulls a gun out and cocks it. She took the gun out of his hands and put it around her head, but then he grabbed it and pulled her close and the gun discharged. In new charging documents, detectives noted discrepancies in Ndomi's story. And some residents in Four Corners are tired of holding their breath. The odor coming from a nearby water and sewer facility is so bad that they say it's affecting their quality of life. MTN's Jolie Slee tells us what the Four Corners Water and Sewer District plans to do to mitigate any odors.
A smelly situation from the Four Corners Water and Sewer District has some residents looking for relief. In fact, one man says he's moving out of his apartment soon due to the foul odor he described to me.
When I come home after work every day, I don't breathe clean air. I breathe an incredible cocktail of many people's feces outside of my door.
Andrew Magram has lived out in Four Corners for the past 8 years.
I moved to this beautiful state for its wonderful resources, for the clean air, the clean water, the clean people.
But ever since 2020, he's had the perfect view of his neighbors, the Four Corners Water and Sewer District.
They've been the worst neighbors I could ever imagine. It's literally a stone's throw away.
The Four Corners Water and Sewer Facility processes wastewater, including sewage and anything that goes down the drain. Magram told me the smell is particularly bad in the summer.
I've been working on this roof this summer where I almost literally got blown over with a wall of stench.
But he can smell it in the winter too, even in his home, he says.
I'm frustrated. I'm sick of it all, and it's terrible. It's affected my life financially, personally, and nobody's doing anything about it.
General Manager of the Four Corners Water and Sewer District, Philip George, says they are doing something about it. I followed George out to the facility where I noticed it didn't really stink, but he said that wasn't the case a few years ago. In 2021, George and his team found some faults in their system.
There was varying levels of odor at that time. We did several changes to it to try to improve it.
But it didn't work. So in 2022, they looked for new ways to stop the smell. The firm they hired recommended this design with a $1.3 million price tag. But it's still not ready.
I think we've made good progress, but we're not stopping. We want that total system to be delivered so we can install it, and hopefully that'll get done by fall of this next year.
In the meantime, George says they've received some pretty angry calls from residents about strong odors coming from the facility, but they don't smell it.
So we're confused.
I don't know one neighbor that hasn't complained about the smell. It's affected their lives so much that they want to move where they've lived for a large part of their life.
And he's about to do the same.
I don't know where I'm going to move, but I'm not going to spend my life smelling human feces outside of my door.
In Bozeman, Jolie Salee, MTN News.
And Governor Greg Gianforte is joining 15 other governors asking the Biden administration to put an end to the electric vehicle mandate, which calls for 2 out of every 3 vehicles to be battery electric by 2032. According to the governors, they are not opposed to EVs, but they said the mandate is unrealistic and does not reflect what consumers want. They also noted the lack of infrastructure to support the mandate and issues with EV affordability. Now, New Hampshire primary, the results are coming in, and our Joe St. George has a look at those results.
Former President Donald Trump a winner in New Hampshire once again, winning the Republican primary in the Granite State for the 3rd time since 2016. Trump was the frontrunner going into the night, and he is now even a stronger frontrunner.
This is an evening that I will not forget because it's the 3rd time, but more importantly, I think it's going to be the most important time.
Next up, the Nevada and Virgin Islands caucuses, as well as the South Carolina primary at the end of February. All contests that continue to favor the former president. As for Nikki Haley, major questions about whether her campaign can go forward. She says she will, regardless of the New Hampshire results.
This race is far from over. There are dozens of states left to go. And the next one is my sweet state of South Carolina.
Trump now increasing his delegate count following his Iowa caucus's victory. He still needs 1,215 delegates to officially clinch the nomination. New Hampshire also ran a primary for Democrats as well Tuesday, as required by state law. President Joe Biden won it, even though he technically chose not to participate. The president and national Democrats electing to start their primary calendar in South Carolina instead this year. That primary will be on Saturday, February 3rd. Joe St. George, Scripps News, Manchester.
And for many small towns in southwest Montana, winter can be an awfully quiet time. But coming up in February over in Wisdom, they are expecting it to be filled with horses, skiers, and onlookers for the annual ski joring competition. Our Megan Thompson is in Wisdom, where organizers say all they need is a little bit more snow.
Well, this airport here in the Big Hole Valley is quiet right now, but in a couple of weeks it's going to be filled with spectators and horses and skiers.
I've been a part of ski joring ever since I can remember, honestly.
Brianne Kuhn is a rancher in the Big Hole Valley, and she says her entire family has participated in the sport of skijoring. And she's one of 30 participants who are signed up for Wisdom's annual event.
I used to ski when I was a little kid, and my mom would pull me on the ski joring track.
And her mom would pull her behind the very horse she'll be riding in the competition. But beyond participating in the event that is so central to her family's winter activities, the event itself is central to Wisdom's winter identity.
It brings a lot of people when there aren't very many people around, and it's big fun.
We get people who come and stay in the community, stay in the housing, and they eat dinner and they buy drinks at the bar and buy gas, and so it's an economic boost, and it's also just something to pulls the community together.
It's fun. People just love to come out, you know, it's been winter for a long time and people are just kind of holed up inside, and so this is just a nice fun thing to do, especially for the locals, you know. And
what about the competition? Are you competitive?
I mean, I would like to say no, but once I get there, I'm like, yes, I'm gonna win.
If you want to participate, there's still some room to sign up for the event, but what organizers are really hoping for is more snow. They say if they can't get enough snow, they'll have to cancel the event. In Wisdom, Megan Thompson, MTN News.
Alrighty, we're going to take a short break here on Montana This Morning, but when we come back, we're going to have all your top stories, a look at your forecast.
I'm John Matteries with the high cost of groceries. Dollar stores could be a big money saver these days. We'll show you the best things to buy there.